Yeah, all right. Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Hello, my name is Ming Chen. You might know me from the AMC TV show Comic Book Men. It is my honor, my privilege, just to be here for a fantastic time and present to you the Boys and Girls Club of Monmouth County's Superhero Power Hour. Tonight, we'll be hearing from Boys and Girls Club kids, parents, and we have a special presentation, the artistry, the mixology of Casey Bowen from Asbury Park Distilling. But right now is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the executive director, Doug Eagles, everybody.
Wow, thank you so much, Ming. Thank you all out there who are joining us tonight. We are super excited to have you. This is going to be an inspirational evening. You're going to learn a lot about what the club has been doing to respond to the COVID crisis and how we've shown up in a really big way to support the club kids. So Ming, thank you for joining us. Thank you to Casey Bowen, who's going to be showing us some drinks a little bit later on. Before we get started, though, I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that we've been dealing with here at the club. You know, back in March, our club was shut down just like all the other businesses throughout New Jersey. And you know what? As we shut down, we started to think, well, what are we going to do for our kids? How can we show up for our kids? And literally within 48 hours, we had a grab and go meal program set up on the front side of our club here in Asbury Park and our club in Red Bank. And over the course of 3 months, we distributed over 18,000 meals to kids throughout the community, to basically anybody who needed food.
That's amazing.
It was awesome. And then within a week, we got all of our after-school programming online through our platform called BGCM Boundless. And in that way, we were able to connect with our kids and help break through the isolation that they were experiencing as a result of being locked in their homes. And we were able to continue to provide our life-transforming programs to these kids. And it was just a testament to the heroic effort of my team that were just to be able to get online and impact these kids.
I mean, Doug, I grew up reading comic books. I've watched all the Marvel movies, and you guys are the true superheroes. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You guys are superheroes come to life. But I love that tonight, everybody watching right now can also be a superhero.
Absolutely. We're here tonight because we need you to come alongside us. We need you to be a superhero for us so that we can continue to impact the kids that we serve every day. Once summer came along, we actually were able to open up our summer camp in person. You'll get to see a little bit of a video of that later on in the program and see the impact that we had on the kids. And then more recently, we opened up our remote learning center so that we could provide support to kids while they're doing their virtual learning, but they were able to come here and do that from the club, giving parents the opportunity to go to work and earn a living. So it's really been something special that every step of the way, our team has shown up in heroic ways to be there for our club kids. And tonight, we need all of you to show up for us. We need you to continue to be heroes for the club and support what we're doing financially. So, the best way you can do that is to send a text to BGCM Superhero. That's one word, BGCM Superhero, to the number 243725. You can also do that online by clicking the menu button in the link that was sent to you if you registered ahead of time. Ultimately, I think as you show up for us, that allows us to continue to show up in big ways for our club kids. So we really encourage you to text in a donation tonight throughout this evening, and we'll be giving you plenty of opportunities to show up as a hero for us over the course of the evening.
Well, it's that simple.
It is.
I don't have to get bitten by a radioactive spider. I don't have to get hit by cosmic rays.
None of that.
Gamma rays. No, none of that. I don't have to go to outer space.
Well, actually, you will have an opportunity to get some kryptonite. Because right now, what we're going to do is we're going to send this over to Casey Bone at Asbury Park Distilling, and he's going to show us our first cocktail.
Casey, are you out there?
I am.
And there he is. How are you doing, Casey?
Doing well. How are you guys?
You turn up the speaker.
Turn it up.
We are excited to see this drink that you're going to make for us tonight.
I can't rate it. These are all superhero themed, right?
All superhero themed.
Here, and you got a little bit of fall in there as well.
Amazing. I'm a big fan of the distillery. Many good nights have begun there, and they've ended there as well. And usually with Casey using his mixology magic to make me my drinks. So yeah, please take it away, my friend.
Awesome. So we're gonna do the kryptonite. This is a kind of a fall spritz. We have some rosemary and some prosecco in there. If you're making it home, some things you're gonna need is just something to measure with. This is a jigger. This is what we use here. We got 2 ounces and 1 ounces, and something to shaken. All the drinks we're gonna do tonight are gonna be shaken, so you really just need those two things. If you have something similar, just some sort of measuring tool and something to shaken. If you have an old cork container, you can put a top on and put some ice in. That works as well. You don't need to have any of these copper tins that I have here. But first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some lime juice. We're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of that. We have some rosemary syrup. This is where you get some of those fall flavors in there. So this one also has vodka and cranberry juice. We're gonna add the cranberry juice after. Sometimes you can shake all of your flavors at once, but we'll find out a little bit why we're gonna do the cranberry juice after. So once you have your shaker with all of your ingredients in there, you're gonna fill it up with ice and just give it a nice. This one, if you don't have a strainer, you can pour this right into a tall glass. Something like this is called a Collins glass. This is the type of glass you're going to use if you want to have your cocktail and then top it with something, whether it be Prosecco or something effervescent. It's good to have a little bit of volume on it. So again, if you don't have something to strain it with, you can just pour whatever's in your tin or your shaker or whatever, and right into the glass. If you do have a strainer, I would put some fresh ice on it. So we're going to do the cranberry juice now, because what's really cool with a drink like this is you can actually get some layering, because the difference in density of cranberry juice to the spirit will get you some layering of color. And then you're going to top it again with Prosecco.
Oh man, I can't wait to see this, is what I'm saying. I'm trying to find the right words here. You're blowing me away here.
The kryptonite's already having its effect on me.
It is. It is. My power of speech is weakened already.
If you have a rosemary,
Anticipation was the word I was looking for.
I'm gonna bring it up there so you can see you get the nice gradient of color by adding the Prosecco and the cranberry juice after. And it's really nice because you get the bubbles on top. You can stir it. It's, you know, once you start making it not look as pretty, it's hard to do, but it's delicious when you have all that cranberry juice and the spirits on the bottom and the rosemary syrup, and then you have this nice bubbly effervescent top.
Wow, that Casey, that is awesome. Now, you guys over there at Asbury Park Distilling, you're open, right? You guys are serving customers.
We currently are, yeah. We're open 7 days a week now. We got a ton of outdoor seating. We're starting to do indoor seating now, which has been pretty cool. But it's been a good summer for us. We're getting some of these off days, Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which we weren't open before with, but now people are coming out 7 days a week, which is awesome.
I remember when things were shut down, like my Asbury Park Distilling spirits, I was rationing them, Doug.
Yeah.
I want them to run out because I didn't know when I'd be able to go and get them again. But you guys are open, and that's amazing.
The whole time during quarantine, we were selling bottles. We were also making hand sanitizer. So we were here the whole time. It was nice to see people came out and supported. We were giving away hand sanitizer with the purchase of a bottle, and then we started doing, gallons of hand sanitizer that we were selling.
Yeah, we actually got a bunch of that here when we opened up our summer camp. We got some of the hand sanitizer from you guys.
Awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Yep.
Casey, and thanks so much for doing this. And everyone out there, I hope you realize that this is a fun hour. We really want you guys to have a good time. We want you to enjoy yourselves. We want you to enjoy the what we're showing you here about the Boys and Girls Club, and be inspired by it. This is if you're like me, times feel a little dark. This year's been a rough year. And tonight we really want you to be inspired by all the great work that we're doing here at the club. Yeah,
can't let the darkness win. Let's bring some light.
That's right. We're superheroes, right? We got to fight the darkness back.
And so that Casey's with us all night, right?
He is with us all night. That's just one drink.
The kryptonite.
The kryptonite.
And this is one instance where I'm glad I'm not Superman.
Right.
Where because I can drink that and I won't be weakened
at all.
And I'll still have all my powers. So thank you, Casey.
Thanks again, Casey. So we want to show you guys a video right now that I think you'll really, really enjoy. So let's go ahead and cue that video. What I love about that video is the enthusiasm on the kids' faces. When back in March, when we had to close the club down, that was the hardest thing for us to do. We exist to serve these kids. We exist to provide these kids with a safe place, and to lock the doors and to keep the kids from coming in the building, that was death to us. It was really terrible. So when we got the chance to get this summer camp open at the beginning of July, our team rallied. They were so excited. They were so enthusiastic. We came in. We had to do a lot of training so that we could be in compliance with all of the the protocols to keep the kids safe in the face of the COVID. But man, when they walk through that door and their eyes light up because they're seeing their friends or they're seeing their counselors. Man, it was so powerful.
You can see it on their faces how happy they were, and I can't even imagine the monumental effort that you guys had to go through. But what a great motivation to
Right?
see happy, smiling kids being able to welcome back into the club, being able to see their friends interact, and just kind of get some kind of normalcy. And I love that video. The word superhero kind of works twofold there. They're heroes for coming back, for just being kids and living. But I think you guys are superheroes as well for being able to welcome them back. And I think that's important for them to see that superheroes do exist in real life. That you guys worked and complied, and I don't even know what you guys went through to be able to welcome them back.
It was rigorous. The training we had to do, inspections from the state, just so much to ensure that our kids can be safe. And the first day of camp was actually kind of odd. The normal buzz and energy of summer camp was kind of muted because everyone, the kids, the counselors, everyone was kind of like, how's this going to work? How's this going to play out? There's so much fear and anxiety around the spread of this virus. It was just, everyone was kind of held back.
Right.
But by the second day, that energy was back and this place was pumping. And I hope you all saw that in that video.
And heard it. I heard that energy.
Yeah.
That's the laughter, the joy of kids. There's no greater sound in the world, I think.
It was really something to behold. And I'm glad that you all are here tonight to be able to witness some of that energy and see the smiles coming through in their eyes. You can't see it in their faces, but see it in their eyes. You see the glow and the enthusiasm and the joy. It was really something.
Congratulations. I mean, I just couldn't imagine being a kid and not being able to see my friends or be outside or just play, just have fun.
Play. Yeah, absolutely.
In a safe environment.
So, I think in order to pull that summer camp off, in order to make that happen, it requires a lot of resources, it requires a lot of money, requires a lot of time and energy. And thankfully for us, we've had people that have gotten involved. People like you, Ming. You've been involved with the club for a very long time. Why don't you tell us your story about how you got involved?
I got involved with the club many years ago. I was running a marathon, and somebody suggested, if you're gonna run, maybe you could help raise money for a great cause. And they brought up the Boys and Girls Club of Monmouth County. I'm like, absolutely. I believe I raised money where I was able to sponsor a kid.
Yeah.
So that I knew there was a direct goal involved and
a direct impact.
And those were back in the days where I thought I was the Flash, where maybe I'm maybe not so much the Flash right now.
You're maybe Captain America right now.
I'm Captain America right now, but I was I'm a little older. I feel a little older and slower now. But back then I was like, all right, let's run these marathons. Let's do it while I can. But they're tough, man. Training, it's another job. And there were times I was training. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to do this. I wanted to give up and quit. But with a goal in mind and with a real, someone that I was going to help out, there was no way I was going to quit. I was like, I couldn't, not only would it have looked bad, but I didn't want to disappoint anybody. And it made me train harder. And when you're running those miles, 26.2, you get to mile 2, you get to mile 8, mile 18, you start to fade a little bit and you're thinking in your head, I got another 8.2 miles to go. That's a long way. But you start thinking about that goal and what, the people that you're helping out. And it definitely helped out. So I was only happy to do so. And I'll continue to support the club as long as I can. And whether you run or not, it's great being able to support this great cause and directly support a kid even.
Yeah. I mean, we when you ran, I don't know if you recall this, but we sent you a profile of a kid that you were running for.
Yeah.
We really wanted you to understand that you were doing it to impact a specific individual kid.
I appreciated that. That really helped out.
Yeah. I bet as you're thinking about quitting, the picture of the kid flips through your mind. You're like, I can't quit. I gotta keep pushing.
You cannot quit for it when you're helping out a kid.
And the reality is that's how all of us here at the club operate. We have kids in our mind's eye when things are tough, when we've had a bad day or when the world seems to overwhelm us. We think about the club kids, and that inspires us. That gives us the energy to come back in and day out, and really invest who we are into the lives of these kids. But we need the Ming Chens of the world, and we need people like you to step forward and to support us. And I want to introduce you to one of our top donors who is going to share a little bit about why he invests his money in the club. Let's go ahead and cue that video.
Well, the Boys and Girls Club, Doug, as you know, is a fabulous organization, right? And it serves the kids, at-risk kids in under-resourced communities, right? Asbury Park, Neptune, Red Bank. There's nothing like coming down into the Boys and Girls Club, meeting the kids, seeing the innocence and joy on their faces. And, it's hard not to support them once you've had that experience. I spent my career investing in communications and technologies companies. It's been a big part of what I've done. These kids are under-resourced, right? And as we're sitting here talking today, right, we have 25 kids working remotely from the center, actually going to school, but coming to the center to use the communication resources that the club can provide that they don't have available to them at home. And it's just great to see. 2020 has been the most challenging year that I think any of us have ever faced. The kids who have Wi-Fi at home, who have desktop computers, who have Apple phones, and they take all that for granted. And remote learning is still really hard for them. And then you take an under-resourced kid, and those people, they probably don't have a smartphone. They probably do not have a desktop. Their Wi-Fi is spotty if they have it at all. And yet they need to learn remotely, and it's just a tremendous disadvantage. So, I mean, the Remote Learning Center is just a phenomenal tool to offer these kids in Asbury and Red Bank and Neptune the opportunity to come in and actually just compete on a level playing field. So what we're talking here about the remote learning centers is completely out of the Boys and Girls Club's traditional mandate. We at the Boys and Girls Club are not resourced to do this, but we really had no choice, right? If we're going to be the community partner that we are, we're going to serve the kids, which we've done historically. Then obviously we needed to step up and somehow figure out how to support them, and that's the Remote Learning Center. Of course, this isn't cheap. So, I think it's critically important, and this is why Eileen and I support the Remote Learning Center, and which is why we hope others will as well. We need to support these kids. We need to support the community. We need to support the Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club was here for the community, right? They did not run away and hide, right? They just, they're here figuring out how to work through this pandemic and support the kids. And that was true from the first day in March right through today. This stuff isn't free, it doesn't come without cost. And in the same way that the club was here to support the kids, we need collectively to be there to support the club. And so Eileen and I will be supporting the club tonight. And to the extent I could make an appeal to everybody, it's a great cause. You're supporting the kids of Asbury Park and Neptune and Red Bank, and I can't think of a better investment. So thanks for today.
Yeah. And so, Doug, the club obviously needs the help of our supporters like Bill Luby to continue the great work that your amazing team has done. So what is the goal for tonight?
Well, ultimately the goal is to raise enough money to help us operate the remote learning centers. The reality is, we're operating, as Bill said, so far outside of our traditional operating mandate. Usually we're just an after-school program during the school year, but now we're open from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. just for the remote learning centers, and then from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. for our after-school programs. That's an enormous strain on our budget. But we think it's worth it. We think it's worth it to be able to provide our club members and really any kid that wants to register to come in, to provide them with a space where they can do their remote learning, where they can have staff members that are there helping to support them and guide them and ensure that they get online on time, ensure that they get their work done on time. These things are really important, and equally as important, it gives parents the flexibility that they need to go to work and know that their kids are being taken care of. Listen, all of us who have kids know what the struggle is to figure out how to balance work and balance their kids' remote learning. And a lot of people have resources where they can take care of that. But the communities that we serve don't necessarily have those resources. They don't have that flexibility. So the club provides that for them. But in order for us to do that, we need your support. We need you to support us tonight, to sponsor one of these kids, to log on to the link that was sent to you if you registered ahead of time and make a donation, or to text BGCM superhero. That's one word, BGCM superhero, to the number 243725. That's 243725. And again, you'll get instructions on how to make your contribution.
That's so amazing. I had no idea that remote learning centers even existed. So the fact that you're telling me what this is great. Yeah, I just can't imagine if you didn't have the resources, technology, infrastructure. We all know, if you don't have good Wi-Fi, it's tough to do anything. And the fact that these kids can come here and be provided with all of that here at the Boys and Girls Club is truly amazing. I that will help them now and in the long run as well. But yeah, I know it's not. Have you ever bought technology, or it's not cheap. It's
not cheap at all.
Expensive.
Not cheap at all. And I think we would not be here today if it weren't for literally for Bill and Eileen Luby, their investment that they made, a multi-year commitment to help fund our technology infrastructure, is what's allowed us to show up in this big way. We've also had tremendous support from organizations or foundations like the Jules Plangier Foundation or the Cruz Family Foundation. These people have stepped up in a big way to provide us with resources to build the infrastructure that we're now able to use for these remote learning centers. Is really, really something else. That's
great. I mean, it's truly going to help out these kids.
It is.
Sure.
It is.
And yeah, you can help. You can become a superhero. Very easy. Text BGCM superhero. That's all one word to 243725. It couldn't be any simpler than that.
Could not be any simpler than that. So listen, it's one thing for me to talk about how great the organization is. I'm the executive director, right? I have a bias.
Take a little credit, Doug. Take a little credit. I'm giving you credit.
Well, I appreciate that, Ming. Thank you. But you know what I think is even better? I think it's better to hear from the parents of one of the kids that's impacted by the programs that we offer. So right now we're going to introduce you to one of our parents, and we're going to cue that video.
This place has a big impact on, my life and Talik's life. So team building, relationship building, the programs that you guys run, being able to have another entity being able to, give him that exposure, to different things, I think that's amazing. When the Boys Club closed in March, it definitely put a big strain on, myself and Talik. I took a big hit, because now I have to, improvise and find different activities. I have my own schedule, but again, this is my child. He looked forward to coming to the Boys and Girls Club, daily. He looked forward to, continuing to build, those relationships with, his peers and, the staffing. So I do believe that the virtual programming kind of put him back in place. And, just being able to see his friends, see the staff members, talk to them, engage, getting that extra exercise and that physical activity. So, listening to, the beats and different things. So I think it still put him in that place like I'm still here. I didn't miss, anything. So virtual programming was definitely important. When you guys opened the club, I was concerned about safety, being around other people. You don't know who other people is around, but just making sure that everybody's following that, safety protocol. And also, I know that the staff will also reinforce that part of, safety, making sure, they're doing what they need to do. So I would say safety didn't play a big factor, but, I was concerned. He enjoys each and every program, that he participates here. But, I believe the Hip Hop Institute is definitely one of Talik's favorite programs. Communication, you guys communicate with me on a daily basis. If I need anything, if I'm having trouble with anything, Mr. Danny is awesome. But just the staffing is amazing. You guys have great staff. And if it wasn't for them, I don't think that, some of the kids would have that leadership, that they have today, that I see, very respectful. If the club did not exist, I don't think he would be who he is today. I can't do it alone. If I'm doing my work, at least, the boys club got him engaged in this and that, and he's looking forward to coming back, and things. So without the boys club, I don't know where I would be right now. I honestly, coming from a parent, the involvement, just trying to figure out different ways to keep him busy, keeping him active, keeping him involved in positive things, functional things. I'm glad you guys exist. I appreciate him being here. I said when you get older, you get a job, you're working at the Boys and Girls Club.
We'll hire him for sure. Absolutely. Sure, it captures perfectly the ways in which the club staff are heroes to people like her son, Tyleek, and to all the other club kids. I mean, I think for me, and I know for a lot of my team, we're in it day in and day out, and oftentimes it doesn't feel like we're having an impact. It doesn't feel like quite frankly, it doesn't feel like we're superheroes. But when you get to hear from someone like Letitia and other parents, or club kids that have grown up and come back, and they tell you how much of an impact their experience here had on their lives and how they wouldn't be where they're at today were it not for the club. Man, that is just so inspiring. It's so meaningful to hear that.
Yeah, you got to take that to heart, a firsthand account, and just those words. Like, I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for you guys. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, it really is, and I think we can't be here for Tyleek. We can't be here for all these club kids who are coming here day in and day out for the remote learning center, coming here for our after school program, the kids that come for our summer camp. We can't be heroes to those kids without the support of people like you. We need you to step up and be a hero to the club so that we can continue to be there for Tyleek, and we can continue to be there for all the countless kids that we have an opportunity to have an impact on every day throughout Monmouth County. And you can do that. You can see it on the bottom of your screen. You can text BGCM superhero, one word, BGCM superhero, to the number 243725. And if you're just joining us right now, you can register for the event by also texting BGCM superhero, that's one word, to the number 243725. As we kind of move throughout the evening, it's important for us to pause and really recognize some of the people who have stepped up and have sponsored us. And so we really want to take this opportunity to introduce you to one of our main sponsors for this evening's event. Go ahead and cue that video. iStar has just been a tremendous supporter of the Boys and Girls Club, and they've been a great corporate partner, and it's been just phenomenal to watch what they've done to the rehabilitation of Asbury Park. And they haven't just focused on the waterfront; they also focus on the west side, and part of that is through their investment in the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, I think you can see they're literally changing the landscape of Asbury Park. So thank you, iStar.
Thank you, iStar. So we promised this was going to be a fun night. So part of that fun is going back to Casey Bowen and seeing what he has on store for us.
So I think there he is. He's readying another superhero themed cocktail. Do we reveal what the names are before he does it? Or?
I think he's got to make
okay, yeah, we'll
reveal.
leave it to the master here. Casey, are you ready?
I am. So this next one is called the Hulk Smash. This one's really cool because you have kind of this change of seasons flavors in it. We're going to use an allspice syrup and also pineapple juice, which work really well together. But it's like you're getting some of those baking spice notes, but it's not quite cold enough to get rid of some of those tropical flavors. So this was a lot of fun, a really good transition into the fall time. We're going to start with a little bit of pineapple juice, 0.5 ounces. And a little bit of lime juice. We're just going to do 1/4 ounce of lime juice. Then we have an allspice syrup. We're going to do 3/4 ounces of that. And then 2 ounces of bourbon. If this one's really cool if you were to add a spiced rum or a dark rum to it. If that's the case, you would do about 1.5 ounces of bourbon and 1/2 ounce of spiced rum. And do the same thing with this. Put some ice in the shaker. This one's going to go right into a rocks glass. Anything you have, you're just going to dump all the ice into it. And then my favorite little garnish are the pineapple fronds. Real nice and cool.
Wow, that looks delicious.
I wish I was like Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Like I could stretch my arm out over to the Asbury Park Distilling, over near Cookman.
Yeah,
and grab that drink. That really looks amazing.
Now, Casey, when you were shaking that, like you were kind of ripped. Did you already drink the Hulk before you?
Yeah, are you on Hulk Smash right now, or are you?
This is the only exercise I get. It's kind of like having a shake weight, so I just get used to being real, pretty vigorous with my shaking. But no, I sent the Hulk off to someone else actually to try outside, which was pretty cool.
It was almost like you were going to shake through the screen. It seemed like
it was impressive.
Reach through here.
We were impressed.
Yeah, I could see. I could see the Avengers kicking back at Avengers Tower or Stark Tower, and after a hard day of crime fighting, like, give me a round of Hulk smashes. That's this is how we celebrate at the end of the day.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I think. You should be their personal bartender. Is what I'm getting at.
I love that. If you have any contact, let me know. I'll take that job.
Awesome. Well, let's this is a fundraiser, right? So let's check to see how we're doing on that front. Let's see if we're getting people to send in their money and support what we're doing.
Wow, I think it just did it just double while we were talking from the last check-in?
It sure did.
You guys are true superheroes. There's no other way around it. Thank you everybody who's donated. Thank you to everybody watching. But that's a monumental total, my friends.
That is. Now we're trying to get to $100,000 tonight.
So we still got a little way to go.
Got a little ways to go, and we're more than halfway done with this evening. So it's really important that you pick up your phone and you go ahead and text BGCM superhero to 243725. I can't stress enough how important it is for the local community to come around the club, sort of exactly how Bill explained it earlier in his interview. We need collectively to come around the Boys and Girls Club to support the work that we're doing, because we're having a direct impact every day in the lives of these kids. And we cannot do that without your support. We do everything in our power not to pass the cost off to the kids that we serve. We don't want them to have to pay, because they're coming from situations where they don't have that flexibility to make payments to cover the true cost of what it costs us to provide these programs, to provide these services, to provide the space for them to come in. We can only do that with the support of people like you. And listen, I know times are tough, and we're asking a lot, but that's what makes you a superhero, right? Where in the face of overwhelming odds, you step up. You step up in the way that my staff step up every day to make an impact on these kids.
Yeah, and if there's anything I remembered or that I took away from reading so many comic books, from watching so many movies, just from immersing myself in superhero culture, when it looks dark, when evil looks like it's going to win, when the day looks like it might end, you find a way to keep going forward, and that's what I see in you guys. With the help of our community,
Absolutely,
with the help of people helping out the Boys and Girls Club of Monmouth County. So it's great. It's really great.
It costs us $1,000 to provide 2 months of remote learning center to these kids. So we're asking you to make a contribution to sponsor one kid for $1,000. I was at home the other day, and I have a 13 or 12-year-old and a 9-year-old son. I have sons, a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old. And they came up to me, and they knew this event was coming up, and they knew, how much work I and my team and everyone was putting into this event. And they knew, how important it was for us to raise money. And they both mow lawns in my neighborhood, and they get paid, weekly to do that. And they gave me $60 out of their pocket to support us.
That's a lot of money for a kid. I mean, that's a lot of money for anybody.
It's a lot of money for
For
anybody.
kids.
I was so moved because it came from a place of pure generosity. It came from a place of completely thinking about people outside of themselves. And that's hard for kids to do. And I share that with you because we all have that potential. We all have that capacity tonight. We all have that opportunity to join something beyond ourselves and to make a difference today in the lives of kids in our own community. We can participate in this amazing organization that is doing heroic things for these kids, and we need you to be a hero for us tonight.
And I love it. That total you see right up there, add another $60 to it.
Right?
Wizard behind the curtain, because Doug's kids just donated $60. And you mentioned you can sponsor a kid, correct?
That's right. You can sponsor a kid.
But you can, you don't have to stop at one kid. You can sponsor 2 kids. You could.
Whoa, Ming, slow down.
Well, I'm
more than
saying,
one kid.
You could be a superhero, or you could be a superhero and sponsor more than one kid.
Superhero. You can be a superhero tonight, and that is something that will have a lasting impact. You'll create a legacy in the lives of kids that will be impacted every day that they come to this club. But listen, I understand. This is a hard time. Some people, sponsoring a kid might be a stretch for you. I get that. The economy's taken a real beating this year. It's been tough. So we have an option for you too. We're actually going to be launching this very evening our monthly giving program, and you can partner up with us through our Great Futures Giving Club, and in that way you can really just make a tremendous impact on the lives of these kids by ensuring that every month we're going to have a steady flow of income coming in here that we don't have to worry about. We know every month that there's going to be a certain amount of money coming in here that's going to ensure that we can focus our time and our energy on the club kids. So I actually have a video that we want to show you that I think you'll really be inspired by.
Join the Boys and Girls Club Great Futures Giving Club. With memberships starting at under $20 a month, you can change the course of an entire life. Donate today at bgcmonmouth.org/giving club.
So if you can't sponsor a kid, if you can't make that $1,000 contribution, you can sign up for the Great Futures Giving Club, and you can partner with us on a monthly basis, and just know that every month that we get that income coming in, that gives us the peace of mind to be able to focus on really investing in the lives of the kids that we get to serve. I mentioned before, we can't do this without our sponsors, and this next sponsor video is a real treat, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So let's go ahead and show that video.
powerful than a locomotive.
Zoom, able to leap over risks and ensure accident and health concerns nationwide.
Boom! Our cast of Accident and Health Kid Crusaders think the Boys and Girls Club of Monmouth County is the bomb. We couldn't be more proud to continue calling on our superheroes to jump in on creative fundraising and volunteer initiatives in support of your super Herculean efforts to better the lives of so many children in need across our community. Superheroes unite!
I love the spirit. I love the cosplay even better. I feel underdressed next to
Right?
Crumb and Forrester. And did I hear right? Are they watching right now?
They are watching right now. The Crumb and Forrester team is watching.
They're
and
in
there we have
costume?
a great photo of their team. And I'll tell you what, Gary McGetty, who runs that team, he and his crew have been just huge supporters of the Boys and Girls Club for years. And we had this annual event that we had to cancel in the spring called the Most Unusual Evening. And Gary and his team always roll into that event. I mean, they're ballers. They come in and they are dressed to the hilt, and they're ready to just have a good time and raise money for a cause that they truly believe in, to the point where they're willing to get together on a night like this and dress up like superheroes. So Gary and all the team at Crumb and Forrester, we just thank you guys so much for everything that you do to support the work.
I love that. Can we see that picture one more time? I just got to get a look at these costumes. You guys are great.
Just phenomenal.
I love it. Having fun and being superheroes.
It's just great. You guys are awesome. We love your spirit, and we love that you believe so much in what we do here at the club that you're willing to put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, thank you.
We need you all out there tonight to put your money where your mouth is. We need you to step up and be a superhero to the club. Join the Great Futures Giving Club. Be a superhero. Sponsor a kid and join the Great Futures Giving Club.
Yeah.
You can do both.
Yeah, so many options.
So many options.
Choose one and be a superhero, support a great cause. Text BGCM superhero to the number 243-725.
That's BGCM superhero, one word, to the number 243-725. So I think this is the point in the evening where we're going to bring in our buddy Casey over at Asbury Park Distilling for our third and final cocktail. Casey, are you ready for us?
I am ready. So
Awesome, bro. Let's see what you got.
Last one is actually kind of a riff on something we do here. We did it for our summer menu. It's a very green, very summery cocktail, but there's some earthiness you get out of like the poblano and the tomatillo, which is really cool. So we're going to do this one. We're going to have a poblano tomatillo syrup. We're just going to do 1 ounce of that. We have 3/4 ounces of lime juice and 2 ounces of vodka. You can infuse the vodka with serrano peppers. That's something we do here as well. It just kind of gives a little bit of spice. Same as usual, I'm just going to shake this up. We're actually going to put this in a martini glass or something without ice because we don't want to dilute it more than it actually is. Give a strainer if you have anything to kind of strain it out. It's nice and clean. This one's real pretty. It comes out very, a little bit light green, but it's very herbal, summery. But not too bad if you want a little bit of spice in that. That serrano pepper vodka is really cool.
I love how that looks. Casey, what is this one called?
This is the Magic Lasso.
The Magic Lasso,
Nice.
like Wonder Woman, like your shirt, like the
Like
lasso.
Wonder Woman. All right. The Magic Lasso. What's the power of the Magic Lasso?
Well, it makes you tell the truth. So
Yeah, I bet you that drink makes you tell the truth, doesn't it?
I think it will.
I
So
think it
will.
will.
Use that. Use that for good.
Use it for good.
Use it for good, not evil. Use it for good. That's amazing.
That is amazing. And listen, the truth is, since we're talking about the truth,
Yes.
the truth is we need you guys. We need each of you out there tonight watching to be a superhero. Be a superhero to the club so that we can continue to be a superhero to the kids that we get to serve, that we're privileged to serve every day. It's just an honor for us to be able to do that. Let's bring up that thermometer again. Let's see what our
And
our
Casey,
numbers are
thank
at.
you very much. What a great backdrop. Go visit Asbury Park Distilling. They're open 7 days a week now, and as you can see, they have great cocktails.
Whoa, look at that. Oh, wow. We are close to our goal.
I'm
That
speechless.
is, thank you all so much. Seriously, we could not be doing this without you.
Wow.
It means more than the world to know that you all support us enough to help us reach this goal. Thank you so much.
That's amazing. We have some true superheroes out there.
We do have some true superheroes.
Do really exist, and we're talking to them right now. Thank you guys so much.
So who's going to put us all over the goal? Who's going to put us over that $100,000?
Yeah, so I know you're out there.
We know
you're out there.
We know you're feeling it. We know you're feeling the magic lasso right now.
Yeah, for sure. And if you want to get in there, text BGCM superhero to the number 243-725.
BGCM superhero to the number 243-725. So for those of you who registered for this event prior to the start, we had promised some door prizes. We have a $100 gift certificate to the Lusty Lobster, $50 gift certificate to Langosta Lounge, and $50 to Asbury Park Distilling. And you saw Casey. You really want to go there. You want to meet him. So if you win this, even if you don't win this, you should go there because Asbury Park Distilling is just doing all of this really out of the kindness of their heart.
Yeah, I think that $50 gift card will probably cover all three of those superhero themed cocktails. So
I think so.
If you want to like a flight, like if you want to fly,
yeah,
you
that's the way to do it.
Yeah. So I get to choose a winner. So I'm picking out three.
Yep, we got names right here.
All right,
pick out the winners.
I'm reaching into the magic hat here, the Boys and Girls Club of Monmouth County hat, and I have chosen the name of Michelle Grady.
Michelle Grady is the winner
yes.
of the Lusty Lobster gift certificate. So Michelle, we have your contact information. We will be in touch with you so that you can get your gift card.
Congratulations, Michelle.
All right,
the next winner of this is the $50 gift card to Langosta Lounge.
Langosta Lounge.
Thank you, Marilyn Schlossbach.
Thank you, Marilyn.
The winner is Matt Littlehale.
Matt Littlehale. Fantastic.
You are a winner,
Congratulations, Matt. So glad that you registered. So glad to have your support.
Yeah, congratulations. They got great food and they have a great bar over there as well. So I'm going to pick out.
This one's for the Asbury Park Distilling. This is
a good one right here.
Have a date with Casey.
The winner is Kevin
Cuskley. All right, Kevin. Congratulations. Listen, we really couldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for all of you and if it wasn't for the sponsors. We had a lot of sponsors that really stepped up to the plate to make sure that we could be here with you all tonight. So I want to give a special shout out to the Caped Crusader sponsors. That's the Crum and Forrester and iStar. I want to shout out to the Avenger sponsor, Russell and Eileen Johnston. Russ, as I call him, is the president of our board and is just a tremendous support to us. The Dynamic Duo sponsorship, the Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, Nancy Karp, another wonderful board member, and TD Bank. Our Justice League sponsors are Ansel Grimm and Aaron, the Grunin Foundation, Monmouth Ocean Regional Realtors, RWJ Barnabas Health Monmouth Medical Center, Frank Scheuer, another board member, Splendor Design, also run by Adam Taylor, one of our board members. The Up and Away sponsor for JRD Construction, John and Robin Klein, New Jersey Natural Gas. Our event partners are a Shared Universe podcast studio, your one and only Ming Chen,
Thank you.
Asbury Park Distilling with the mixologist Casey Bowen, Langosta Lounge, Marilyn Schlossbach.
Love you, Marilyn.
We do love you. And Splendor Design, Adam Taylor. The event committee, this would not be possible if it wasn't for Adam Taylor and Deb Smith, who are on my board, Lara Nicola, who's on our committee, Lisi Kluss, who is our communications director, and Christine Scores, who's our resource development coordinator, who just had a baby. So congratulations, Christine. We are happy for you and your new family. And we are thankful to all of you. Look at this. We have exceeded our goal. That is awesome. Thank you all so much for making that possible. We could not have done it without you. Ming, you have any last words?
Thank you guys. Thank you, the true superheroes out there. You guys for doing what you guys are doing, for the kids, for coming down here and just being kids and just trying to live and just be kids. But thank you guys for watching and donating and not for nothing, but goals are made to be broken. So we broke it, but we can keep going.
We can keep going. Yeah, you can
going. Let's keep it going.
Keep giving. You can always visit our website to sign up for the Great Futures Giving Club or to make a donation online. Ming, you have something big in your future, don't you?
I do. So we operate a podcast studio. So if anybody watching out there would like to start a podcast, or maybe you have one and you want it to be super, we can help you out. We're also opening up a location over at Bellworks in Homedale, which I'm very
that's awesome.
I'm very excited about because it kind of looks like a superhero a base.
Lair.
Yeah,
Right,
it
it's
looks
definitely like a
base,
superhero lair.
superhero base in there. So I'm kind of excited about that. So
That's awesome.
so yeah,
Congratulations.
come visit us very soon in the future over at Bellworks. So
Well, we appreciate you and your team for helping us pull this off tonight.
anytime, every time from now until the future. Yeah, if there's superhero time travel, if I'm running back in time, however I can help you guys out.
We love it. We love it. And we love all of you. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. Thanks for supporting us. And let's all be heroes together. Thanks again.
Thank you.